You want to catch more fish? Hey folks, Captain George Mitchell here. Today we're going to talk about extending the bite or simply catching more fish. Oftentimes we'll start the fish day using a bait or technique that has worked historically or recently. And while that's a good habit, it doesn't always last long. Here's where I like to change things up before it's necessary. Let's say we're out trout fishing in East Bay and we're catching them with a natural colored gulp shrimp under a popping cork. While the action's still good, I like to change the color of the bait and perhaps the length of the leader, or maybe even add a small split shot to the rig. After all, you might catch more or bigger trout, but you may also find a bonus redfish or a flounder. Just don't get stagnant. Keep swapping things up to see if improvements can be made. Now, you don't always need to change color. Simply fishing the bait differently or in a different depth can make a big difference in the bite. Here's a perfect example. We're working a shoreline that we know varies from 1.5 feet to maybe about 4 foot. We'll first rig the leader at least 2 feet long. This allows the bait to drop into the grass if we wait between pops of the cork. But if we work the bait a little faster, say a pop then 3 twitches, we actually cover more ground and more of the mid-water column. If conditions are making the boat drift faster and you aren't getting deep enough, you can add a small split shot above the bait to get it deeper. Again, folks, try different things before the bite slows down. Here I like to work a point or a pothole with my cane walker first, but follow it up instantly with a paddle shad on a jig head or maybe under a cork, or all the above. Always be prepared for the unexpected. Just recently we were at this same spot and saw a couple birds hitting the water, fish busting on bait. What could it be? Now, we were expecting a trout. After all, we were targeting them, but we didn't expect a whopper jack crevalle. Now, we were ready because we had 8 rods rigged with 5 different baits, but my crew was also ready because they had been fishing differently all morning. You've heard me say have a plan, a backup plan, and then another. Think things out before you go. Plan ahead, plan for everything. Ever watch a bass tournament on TV? Those guys always have a bunch of rods rigged and ready. You should too.